Howdy folks, welcome back to my YouTube channel. I am your host, the Mighty Bjorn, and today for you, I have a Mighty game review. Going to be going into space today, folks, because today I'm going to be talking about Star Valor. Bit of an indie game I found recently on Steam, just kind of by a fluke here on how I found it. But figure I'd do a bit of a review on it. Now, the publisher and the developer is literally one guy. It's Rafael Burgos. And he made the game with the Unity engine. It was released only for Windows PC so far, and that was July 14th, 2018. So actually this game's a few years old now, and I've only recently heard about Star Valor. And the premise of the game is you take control of your ship and in turn your destiny with a vast sci-fi action open world RPG that is procedurally generated. So it's got replay value in the sense that the world generates differently every time you start a new game. Now that being said, just a couple high points I want to point out here about the game. One thing is it's got very retro graphics and sounds, and in all honesty, wasn't really impressed, but they weren't bad either. They just kind of work for what the premise of the game is, and yeah, once again, one person developed it. The music I didn't think was bad, not my kind of music, but it's fine. Nothing I can complain about there. Controls are really simple, actually. Very, very simple game to control. The gameplay itself is also really simple, even though it does have a lot of options to it, a lot of different ways that you can make money. There's also fleet battles in the game. You can actually join different factions, things of that nature, and help out different factions. When it comes to ways of making money, you can do all kinds of different things. Everything from mining, cargo hauling, smuggling, bounty hunting. Just there's so many different ways of making money in this game. There's lots of places to explore. The galaxy is actually rather big. I actually set mine up for unlimited. So, like, when you're setting it up, you can set up the size of your galaxy. And yeah, like I said, I set mine up for unlimited, so it gives me a lot to explore and a lot to check out. But there you go. You can actually set the size of your galaxy up. Easy to level up, to be honest. I leveled up actually pretty quickly through the game. I was already level 10 in just a few hours. And I think when I logged out today, I was level 14, 15. I didn't play too long today, though. Easy crafting system. Basically, it's just collect this, collect this, collect this, and craft this at a space station. And then usually that'd be like, it might be a ship, it might be, well, I think you can craft ships. I don't know about ships, but you can craft weapons, you can craft upgrades for your ships, etc. Also, you can use the crafting system to upgrade different weapons and systems. I didn't really see any glitches, to be honest. Nothing really stood out to me. Kind of surprised, even in today's day and age, it seems like developers are in no shortage of making glitches for their games. There is over 80 ships in the game with different types of play styles and loadouts and things of that nature. I mean, there's combat ships, there's kind of your more multi-purpose ships. There's cargo ships, which are great for mining and hauling around cargo. So there's different types of ships for different types of gameplay, as well as there's actually a perk system. As you level up, you can gain perks. Once again, it comes down to you can spec your character out for different play styles. The flight controls I felt were a little sloppy. They're kind of difficult to master, even though they're really simple. And it's more or less because of how the ship itself handles. So it's not that the flight controls are hard, it's just trying to master how the ship handles can be a little difficult. There's no planet side stuff. I mean, that was I kind of found that to be a bummer. And there's also no outpost building, which would be planet side stuff, or space station creation. Now that being said, when I first got this game, was checking it out, I asked some questions about, can you do this type of stuff? and I pretty much mentioned that it reminds me a lot of a game I used to play called Starport Galactic Empires. That was a game that was released back in 2004. It's actually still around from what I can tell. And there's a lot of similarities between this and Starport Galactic Empires, as well as there's also similarities to other games I've played. Like, there's another, it was like a sci-fi flash game called Astroflux. Not sure if you've ever heard of that. And then the general gameplay overall really is very similar to Asteroids. So I want to be upfront and frank here about this. This game doesn't really invent the wheel in any way, shape, or form. That being said, I don't think it's actually a bad game. I actually did kind of enjoy it. It does got a lot of variety to it, so you can go with different kind of routes here of exploration and resource gathering, mining, etc., etc. The game is really set up for different types of play styles. Either ways, with that being said, it is an indie game created by one guy. I don't think it's honestly bad. I can actually think I can recommend this game. I don't think it's a game for everyone, but it is kind of one of those little gems that I think the average person would overlook. And in all honesty, yeah, it's not bad. It's 25 bucks on Steam. Personally, for what the game is, I think that's kind of pushing the price tag there. Maybe wait for it to go on sale, but even still, even if you grab this for 25 bucks and you enjoy it, I imagine you're going to spend quite a few hours actually playing this game, because there is just so much that you can do and things of that nature. But anyway, folks, I'm going to wrap this up at that. This is just a really short video review today for Star Valor. Hopefully you all enjoyed the video. Thank you very much for tuning in, and have yourself a wonderful day. Also, don't forget to thumb up the video and subscribe to the channel to catch more reviews like this one.